In this episode, how to find your wedding celebrant, how to choose him or her. Hi there, bridal couples to be.
Welcome to How to Get Married in Holland.
The ultimate wedding podcast of and about the Netherlands.
We, wedding ceremony experts, aka celebrants Daphne and Jasperien, share all ins and outs of getting married in our flat and fabulous country.
Enjoy listening.
So you went online, you checked out all the websites, and you made your selection of 3. What next?
Yeah, what to do? Well, when you've made your shortlist, and if you haven't done so already, do check out our previous episode in which we explain all about where to find your wedding celebrant. But when you've made your shortlist, yeah, I can imagine you have taken a look at their videos, so you have a sense of their style, their appearance, their voice. But it's always good to have a meeting, whether it is personal one or online. When you're living abroad, online works pretty well, I think. But you get a sense of how their energy is, how they react. You can ask questions, of course. Um, but yeah, each celebrant, especially in peak season, is very busy, especially on Fridays and Saturdays. So they have a limited availability. So it's wise to schedule a discovery call as soon as possible, I think.
Totally agree. Yeah, I would say about try and schedule a meetup about a year beforehand,
Yeah.
at least a year beforehand, because we are very busy. Weddings are planned long before, and don't only think of your wedding location and your wedding dress or suit. Also think of scheduling this call with a wedding officiant really, really timely, because they are very busy.
Yeah, in
And
fact,
it's
when I receive an inquiry, one of my first questions, if they haven't communicated it already, is when are you getting married?
Yeah, true.
Because I want to check my availability. Because
Yeah,
when I've already got a booked wedding on
mm,
that certain date,
yeah,
yeah, there's no need for
yeah,
us to be on a
yeah,
call together,
yeah, 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 yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah.
So, yeah, so that's the first, check their
Mm,
availability and schedule that call.
yeah. And when you have the call, you will find out a lot about that wedding officiant, the person behind. I always tell a little bit about my background, how I actually got to be wedding officiant, that sort of stuff. You need to have a click. You need to have an instant click, I would say. Not after 20 minutes. It's like going to see a house. You step in the house and you think, okay, this feels right, and that's
Yeah,
the way with talking to someone. If it feels right, then I'm sure it's going to be all right. Uh,
yeah. Yeah, you kind of feel at ease
mhm.
with
Yeah.
someone because he or she is going to create a very important and special moment in
Mm,
your life.
mm.
So yeah, and not only the wedding ceremony itself, but also the preparations are
Mhm.
quite an intensive process you're going
Yes.
into together.
Yes.
So yeah, you must feel at ease. You must feel certain enthusiasm, I
Mhm.
think.
Mhm.
So fun. Okay, I can't wait to get this party started with our
Yeah.
wedding officiant,
Yes.
wedding celebrant.
It has to be a happy process.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the emotional side,
Yeah.
right? But what about the more logical side of things, such as
Style.
yeah, style? That's also a preference, I
What do you
think.
want? What do you want out of your wedding ceremony? How do you want it to be? Do you
Yeah,
want it to be a more formal church-like ceremony, which is quite
dearly
formal?
beloved.
Exactly. Do you want it to be informal, light-hearted? Um, are you looking for someone who is more of a storyteller, Or are you looking for someone who will connect various speeches within the ceremony, like more a chairman of the day who invites different people to to say their thing, and just connecting one part to the other? Or do you want it to be a very humoristic, like a cabaret sort of session? It
And what about a
Everything is
singing
possible.
celebrant?
Oh, yes, can have
Yes.
that as well. Yep, true. So depending on what everyone can bring, there's a choice you can make as well. So that's something you can find out during the call, but also during your online search, of course.
Yeah.
But it's always good to hear. And what
And
about?
that's style,
Mhm.
in it, and but you also have a specialty.
Yep.
Many celebrants have their own specialty, like working with children
Hmm.
during the wedding,
Hmm.
or speaking several languages, or
Absolutely.
yeah. So, what do you need, and what
Yeah.
do you prefer?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Experience. I
yeah,
think experience is something is a good thing to look at. Is someone, relatively recently appointed wedding officiant? Um, does someone have a lot of experience? Um, that's something that you can actually really get that information out of that introductory meetup or the introductory call. Voice. I
yeah,
think voice is a very important thing.
yeah. Is someone
Do you
easy
like
to listen
someone's voice?
to? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
How does the voice of that person make you feel? How does the person use his voice? Very important. Is it like, the same tone the whole time? Or does he or she change the speed, the sound, the level of noise to make it more interesting,
yeah, yeah. More engaging,
more
also, I
engaging?
think,
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
everyone
yeah,
to
yeah,
listen to, not only you as a
yeah,
bridal couple, but also
yeah,
for your guests,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And of course, the process.
Hmm.
How does he or she work?
Hmm.
Does it appeal to you? Um,
Yeah.
is it, some celebrants work with very long interviews, other give their couples homework or
Hmm.
a workbook,
Hmm.
or
We talked
yeah,
about the whole process,
yeah,
how it is to work with you or with me, how we go about that. I think that's a very informative episode to actually see how a process can be.
yeah. We can
And
put it in the show notes so you
hmm,
can find
yeah,
that certain
yeah,
episode.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, true.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
And of
Other
course,
things like,
also important, budget.
yeah, the fee. Not every wedding celebrant has the same fee. So check that out. Are there different options, for example, like you work with 3 different packages, for example?
Yeah,
Check out whether the travel costs are included. It all influences the fee, the yeah, and what you have to spend. And there's for that saying that there's a wedding officiant for every person, for every budget, for every style.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And do keep in mind that it can be very easy to choose for a wedding officiant who has a lower fee,
Hmm.
but do keep in mind that the fee reflects the quality,
Mm.
I think.
The hours you put in it.
Yeah, because a well prepared wedding ceremony with full eye for every detail, it
Mhm.
takes time.
It does take time. It
Yeah,
takes a lot of time.
yeah, yeah.
A
So
lot of
it's,
time and a lot of love.
yeah, that's certainly, yeah, yeah. So it's quite the mix, right?
Hmm.
Of everything,
Yeah.
the click, the
Mm-hmm.
style, the
Hmm.
experience, the fee, specialty, voice, trust.
Hmm.
Also,
Hmm.
you can gain a sense of trust from meeting
Hmm.
your wedding
Very
officiant or
important.
celebrant,
Yeah.
but also by reading the reviews from other
Yeah.
couples.
Yeah. So that combination I think we'll make sure that you find the perfect wedding officiant for your wedding.
Yeah, I think so too. But I'm curious, Jasperien, what makes your couples choose you as their wedding officiant?
Oof. Many couples come to me because they are looking for a wedding officiant who speaks different languages in the first
Mm-hmm.
place. So, because they want a bilingual Dutch, Spanish, or German, all the languages that I speak, ceremony. So that's for starters. That's my niche. That's what I'm good at.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I think people approach me because they have a look at my website and or at the wedding platforms I advertise on, and they see something they like. They see something which is informal, which is cheerful, which is vibrant. That's my style. And that's also when you get to talk to one another. We did the interviews with one another. When I speak about my job, which for me isn't a job, because I love it so much, you see the passion. So I don't know how that is with you, but I think those three would be the main reasons for choosing for me, like the style, the languages, and the passion that you actually see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's very recognizable
Mm,
because for me, um, my speeches are in Dutch and English, and I can practice on any other languages, but for the warm welcome and the wedding
mm,
questions itself.
mm.
But it's mostly my enthusiasm,
Yeah.
my lively style,
Mm.
very engaging. I would love to create an atmosphere of togetherness
Yes.
because I
Agree.
think, we're not only celebrating the love
No.
of the bridal couple, but also the love they feel for family and friends.
Yes.
So it's celebrate the love with and the love for each other.
Yeah. Connecting people in
Yeah,
the the broadest sense.
yeah, it is.
Mm,
And also my journalistic background,
mm,
which makes me approach the story from different perspectives and really create an interactive
mm,
experience
mm,
during the wedding ceremony itself. Yeah. And also, I think my quite intuitive style. So I have the ability to read between the lines, to feel between the lines, even.
mm,
And I give back insights, inspirational insights that are like a complete surprise for the bridal couple. And they
mm,
say, "Oh, we haven't looked at it that way. That is
mm,
such an
mm,
insight for
mm,
us."
mm,
And that makes them connect even more.
mm,
So,
mm.
yeah, my
And those
couples,
things you learn from talking to you.
yeah,
So
yeah,
there we're back to the beginning, how to choose. Go for that meetup, go for that video call, the normal call. Video call is better, but try and speak to the wedding officiant because that will make all the difference.
yeah. And ask them that question we've asked each other just right now. What makes other couples choose you?
Mm.
Because that really gives you a sense of, oh, okay, this is what their USP,
Mm.
their unique selling
Selling point.
point,
Yeah.
and not that a wedding officiant wants to sell you anything. I
Mm.
don't want to push anything with
Mm.
my
No.
couples. I really want
Yeah.
that we have the same conclusion, almost like feeling friends, or we want to do this together.
Yeah.
We're feeling it already
Mm.
during the conversation,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
that's a great
I think
indication
that's
for
that's
yes,
that's the best way.
we're a great match.
Mm. Yeah. It's all about the match.
It is. Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I think we've said it all.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to How to Get Married in Holland.
We look forward to share more about organizing your wedding day in the Netherlands in the next episode.
Hit the subscribe button so you won't miss anything.
Any questions in the meantime?
Please ask wedding celebrants Daphne or Jasperien. You can find us, plus the show notes, on Instagram.
And if you love this podcast, please leave a review.
It gives us a higher ranking, so more fun international couples with Dutch wedding plans will be able to find us.
Until next time.